Welcome back to the Golden Call episode 52. Ryan here with my boy Nocky T.
I'm still here, people.
Today we're going to talk about the absolute shambles of the industry at the moment. Their name's been dragged through mud. We've seen them everywhere on social media. They were the #1 biggest prop firm in the world, the infamous, the despicable My Forex Funds.
Tell me, Ryan, you know more about this sort of stuff. Some would say you get an inside scoop.
The inside scoop.
What is going on with My Forex Funds?
What isn't going on with them? So, for those of you that don't know who My Forex Funds were, and if you're in the trading niche, you most probably do know who they are. You certainly would have heard of them. They're the biggest prop firm in the world, so they would fund traders once traders pass an assessment. However, My Forex Funds went another level further. They created their own brokerage called Traders Global Group. So when you sign up to take a funded trading account challenge, you then will be put onto their broker, which means they have control over your market conditions. And of course, that temptation was too much for them, and they manipulated the market conditions of the traders. So it'd be very difficult for traders to get payouts once they made money on the My Forex Funds prop fund, and also make it difficult for traders to pass funded trading account challenges. So basically, they were manipulating the whole fucking system. They reckon they took over $300 million in fees over a 2 to 3 year period.
Oh my God.
And not one single trader was trading in actual, real market conditions. They were manipulated conditions.
So essentially, the figure of 90% of retail traders fail just went up to 99.9 for them.
If you was with My Forex Funds, yeah.
That's mad.
And then they would obviously let some traders come through. Like, okay, let's just put them on. They called it profile. So I've read the report from the regulatory body that has made the arrest of the CEO, the guy that was buying Bugattis and mansions around the world with people's money that they failed challenges with, because everyone was on a demo account. So they didn't make any money trading whatsoever, My Forex Funds. They just made money from people's failed challenges.
Even the live accounts?
There was no live accounts. So the live accounts were on demo accounts.
Right.
Yes. So this is where it starts to get, the story gets a bit tasty, right? And this is why it makes sense for them to manipulate the market. Because as a business model, imagine if you're funding traders, then they're only trading a demo account. Then the traders that make profit, say traders made 10K, right, after their profit share. That trader gets to 10K, but that 10K is paid out of everybody that's failed challenges. There's a whole pot building up of people that have tried to take a challenge. They paid like $500, right, for a 100K funded trading account assessment. They failed the assessment. They're out of the game. They're not getting a live account because they failed. That $500 goes into the My Forex Funds pot, right? So it's that pot right there of the failed challenge fees, which is paying out the good traders that did pass and did get a live account. And may I add, those traders aren't just good, the traders that passed the My Forex Funds account. They're fucking great. Because they passed a funded trading account under manipulated conditions designed to make them fail. Which is why My Forex Funds had to manipulate just slightly. I mean, sometimes it was horrendous. I mean, they would hit you with 5% slippage sometimes. If you hit 5% in one day, you lose the account. They've done it to thousands of traders all in one go. That's fucking horrendous, right? And the report come out that the CEO said to the tech guy, slip them to hell. Basically, slip the fuck out of their trading accounts so they all fail their challenges or all fail their live accounts. Because if there's good traders that get through and those good traders start getting big withdrawals and you're not getting many people fail challenges or not many people signing up to your challenges, how are you going to pay those good traders out? Because they're not making money on a real live account, are they? It's just all fake. It's all on demo account.
So how did this all come out then? How did they even get found out?
Well, by the looks of it, from reading the report, they've been under investigation for a while now. And it looks like they've had some sort of, I don't know the exact term for it, but I've watched a few gangster movies, wiretap on their phones. So they had manuscripts or conversations between My Forex Funds CEO, My Forex Funds employees, the tech people. And the conversations were going something a bit like this. It was sort of like, this guy had a $125,000 withdrawal. It looks like he could get another one. So they said, okay, stick him on the aggressive profile. Then however long later, it was like, that guy's now dead. He's no longer got a live account. because the aggressive profile means they're putting him on fucking near on impossible trading conditions where his orders won't be getting filled at the right time. He won't be getting taken out the trades at the correct stop loss. He'll be getting slipped. You know, all these different things that they could do to manipulate his trading conditions in their favour, so he cannot get another withdrawal.
Do you think that it's good traders who were getting good withdrawals and then suddenly getting slapped out of accounts and diversification, so they're going to other accounts, finding they're not having the same problem, so then they're going, hang on a minute, something's not adding up right. And then that's where it's come from. Maybe they are the ones who actually then put in complaints.
Yeah,
I've said something's dodgy now.
Yeah, because I think they would only have got investigated if they had a certain amount of complaints. Just one or two, they might look at it, but if they're getting hundreds, if not thousands of complaints come through about the same company, something has to be done about it. Like, you can't ignore the people. That's why people sign petitions, right? Once you get over 100,000 signatures, you can take it to Parliament. You know, that's exactly the same with My Forex Funds. Once there's X amount of people complain, whoever the regulatory body is where they are, I think they're based in Canada and maybe USA, so it's like the SEC as well, which is obviously the main one in the USA. They have to do something about it and check it out. And they obviously found some sort of due course to get the wiretaps in place and monitor My Forex Funds, and they've got them banged to rights, mate.
So what's going to happen to those guys now? What do you think?
Well, I think the CEO must be going to prison for fraud by the looks of it, because you can't tell someone one thing, you're trading in live trading conditions, etc., and then manipulate the fuck out their accounts for your own financial gain. That's fraud. And they had a misleading marketing on their website as well, which also was mentioned in the report.
So if I'm a trader looking for a funded account, how do I go and find a good funded account now? Like, what are the things that make My Forex Funds now stand out against other trading prop funds? Yeah,
good question. So this is a question I've been asking a lot on TikTok, actually. Who are the good prop funds to go with? And the only ones that I can really suggest are the people that I've tried out myself, and I've had a good experience with them or not. So FTMO. Well, first of all, I see this as an obvious red flag when a prop firm has their own broker, which means they're in control of your trading conditions, just like My Forex Funds did. They made their own broker, which means they can control your trading conditions. FTMO, most probably now the biggest prop firm in the world, it must be, now My Forex Funds has gone. They have been very reputable since day one. You won't hear many complaints about them. Everybody gets their payouts, and they've been a very, very good firm. I've had a good experience with them as well. However, they do use their own broker. Now, to me, after what's happened to My Forex Funds, I'm a little bit concerned about that. However, they do have a very good reputation. So looking at brokers and trying to see who are the good brokers and bad brokers by seeing, okay, who isn't using their own broker, so they can't manipulate my trading conditions, is definitely one filter that we can use, but not necessarily a great filter, because FTMO are a bit of an exception to that rule, because they got their own broker and they're a good company.
Is that because of how many years of success they've had, especially with other traders?
Years of success. They've got very good reviews. I know a lot of traders that have been funded by them for a very long time. They've had no issues whatsoever. I've been funded by FTMO, had zero issues. Customer support was okay. Sometimes a bit late getting back, but in general, pretty good. I mean, they're fucking busy. They've got thousands of traders they've got to get back to, so I understand it may take a bit of time. But in terms of getting your money, they're all right, mate. They're good. And the spreads on their actual broker, the FTMO server, isn't too bad either. So, yeah, I can't really complain about that. And also, guys, you know, it's definitely going to be a bad stigma at the moment around prop firms, but we can't forget the obvious here. Prop firms have created fucking so many full-time traders, it's ridiculous. Because there's traders that are fantastic traders, but they only had $1,000. They're not going to fucking change their life of £1,000 just trading $1,000. You make 10% on £1,000, you made 100 quid. That's really life-changing over a month, isn't it? You make 10% on 200k, that's 20 bags, mate. You've got 20 Gs. Minus your profit split, you've got like 16 grand. That's now becoming life-changing money. So prop firms have definitely done more good than bad, that's for sure. But yeah, you are right. We do need to know who are the good prop firms. So you've got the funded trader. They're definitely on their way up to becoming near the top. You know, they've got some very good assessments that you can take. They've diversified their assessments. Good customer support. Very good customer support. I've dealt with customer support multiple times. Fantastic. Better than FTMOs. It's only an 8% profit target, which is good. And they like to do incentives as well. I do get worried when there's an incentive, you know, you get all this percentage discount and you get your feedback. Sometimes that worries me because it's like, okay, you're trying to entice more people to take challenges. Why do you want more people to take challenges? To pay out the people that are getting withdrawals, you know?
But
so
they use other brokers though, don't
they use other brokers. They use Purple Trading and 8cap. I'm happy with that. Like, if they're using another broker, they then can't manipulate the trading conditions because it ain't down to them. And a broker ain't going to put their neck on the line for a little prop firm, are they? They're not going to say, well, hang on a minute, we're not going to let you manipulate trading conditions, ruin our name for your business. Why would they do that? It'd be stupid. So, in my eyes, if a broker, if a prop firm's partnered with a third-party broker, like Purple Trading seems to be popular and 8caps are the most popular one, I'll be more inclined to be going with them. That's for sure. So, you got the funded trader, you got FTMO. They're like, I'd say they're up near the top. Funded Next is another one which has become relatively popular. I've heard sort of like 80% good, 20% bad about them. I think in this industry, it's very easy to rub people out the wrong way. If someone has to wait an extra day for their withdrawal, they're moaning straight away on social media, right? You know, the traders can be very, very touchy. So sometimes if you go on like a Trustpilot and you see some bad reviews, you need to actually, read the bad review and say, oh, he's just complaining that his withdrawal was late, but he got it. Yeah, that's not really a bad complaint. Like, so what, you had to wait an extra 24 hours for your money to arrive? Fuck me, that could have been the banking issue.
Yeah, literally.
No, it's not actually the company, right? You got your withdrawal. If you're saying, I never got my withdrawal, it's a bit different. So, yeah, I think you have to do due diligence on Trustpilot 100%. You definitely want to go with a firm that's got minimum over 100 Trustpilot reviews always. You want to go on their Facebook, see if they've got any Facebook reviews. It's not as important. I mean, Trustpilot is the most important, but what I'm saying here, guys, is look at all different reviews on as many places as possible, because that's your biggest telltale sign. And then also, are they using their own broker or are they using a third-party broker? That's good. And also, if you're in the trading community now, like the Golden Suite, just ask in the live chat room, has anybody used this prop firm? What's your actual experience with this prop firm? You can't be actually talking to someone and say, drop me a message, please. I'm looking to get funded. What's his prop firm like?
You missed one crucial prop fund.
But that's coming right now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The Golden Suite prop fund.
Yeah, I was going to say. Golden Suite's got
we've got our own prop fund. So we teamed up with a company from America, which made it possible. It's not like the Golden Suite liquidity. So what happens is the prop fund firm from the States, they back with the liquidity and the software. They make it all happen. And we can give traders some pretty good trading conditions. We've got unlimited time. Quite a lot of prop firms have actually followed with that rule now, which is good to see, because the capped time assessments just created unnecessary pressure for traders. You know, it's designed to make them fail. I hated that, which is why when I created my prop firm, I was adamant it has to be unlimited time, and it's been unlimited time from day one. The 2-phase assessment, and we offer a 1-phase assessment as well. The 1-phase assessment is actually pretty much the lowest target that you'll find in the industry, because everyone else has got 2-phase. You've got to do like a 10% and a 5% or an 8% and a 5%. So you'll get 30% or 15% overall. With 1-phase, you just got to get 10% overall. So, you know, there's pros and cons to every prop firm, and I think it depends on the trader's style of trading as well. You know, I'm not sitting here trying to say, yeah, go to Golden Suite prop firm. It really depends on the trader's own due diligence that they've done, their own trading style as well, and they should definitely diversify what prop firm they're with. Because imagine now you've had 500k funded just with My Forex Funds, because you was one of those My Forex Fund fucking homeboys that loved My Forex Funds. You know, you was part of the My Forex Funds gangs that kissed My Forex Funds ass, because there's a lot of them about at the time. They just loved My Forex Funds, looking their cool. You just had 500k My Forex Funds. You're fucked now. You got zero. They literally froze funds overnight. Everyone's accounts were frozen. Done. You're out.
That's mad.
Completely out. So that's why it's wise to maybe get 200k of one company, 200k of another one, 200k of another one, 200k of another one. Diversify. If one goes down, say you got 800k, right? One goes down, you got 600k still left over the free accounts. Then go and do another 200k of another account. Diversify. We see this before with funding talent. Funding talent happened about 2 years ago. Everyone was funded with funding talent. I think they were the first prop firm to bring out the 8% pass. Everyone flocked to funding talent. They completely fucked it up. They shut down overnight, literally.
What did they do? Same thing?
No, so they weren't investigated by anybody that I know of. It is a bit different to My Forex Funds. So they use different brokers. I think they use Purple Trading. I'm pretty sure it's even IC Markets was on there at one point, which is a good broker. And then what happened was they just couldn't fucking pay people out anymore because of the model, right? All you need is some good traders to come in, rinse the accounts. How the fuck are they going to pay out hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month? They need hundreds of thousands of dollars a month of people failing challenges to pay out the good traders. So I think the scales tipped the wrong way for them. And then what happened was they started telling everybody, oh, you can't have these accounts no more. We're going to put you on a different model. A different model was absolutely diabolical. It was shit. And then the day after, they just gone, mate, shut down. No one got their withdrawals. People had tens of thousands in profits because they were trying to hit. And this is something for you guys to watch out for, the scaling plan. Now, the scaling plan, they say, keep 10% in your account. When you make 10%, we're going to add an extra 50% funds. So if you're in 100K, you make 10%, they might put you up to 150K, right? That's all bullshit. They're just doing that so you keep your money in the account.
Don't prop funds, though, move the drawdown when it's a live account, though? Like, I swear this is what you were saying to me with the TGS prop funds. If you've got, say, 100,000 account,
yeah,
you've got, what is it, 8% drawdown?
Yeah, so on a two-phase, 8% drawdown you get.
So you'd have 92,000 essentially is what you can get down till you're capped out.
Yes.
So don't you have to make like 10% and then the bar moves to the break even?
Yeah, so the golden suit works a little bit different. So for example, if you have FTMO and you've got a live account and you had a 100K account, let's say you draw down, let's just say round figure 10%. And so you can go down to 90K, then they take the account off you, right? Once you get up to 115 grand, so you've made 15K, you're buzzing like brilliant. I'm going to keep just stacking this account. Bad thing to do, by the way, with prop firms. Get the money out as soon as you can. But you want to keep stacking the account inside the prop firms. You want to compound it now. What will happen is if you lose 10% now, so you go down to 105,000, you're out because you've lost 10% from the highest watermark. With the golden suite, we don't do that. We do it a little bit differently. And depending on your trading style, this will work better for you or not. I think it's much better because you get to pretty much choose your overall drawdown. So again, let's say it was 10%. It's actually 8% for the golden suite. But let's just say 10 round number. You start 100K, you can go down to 90K and you're out. So if you lose 10 grand now, you're out. But again, you made 150, you're up by 15 grand. You're at 115,000 now, just like you were in the FTMO account. You lose 10K, just like you did with the FTMO account. You've lost the FTMO account, but you haven't lost the golden suite account because you left the buffer in there. Because what we do, our overall drawdown stops at 100K. It stops at your starting balance. It locks in at your starting balance. It won't go any higher now. So if you compounded up to like 30K, for example, you'd have to lose that entire 30K, 30%, to lose the account now.
So when does the drawdown move from 90, let's say, up to 100, up to the break even?
Instantly. So as soon as you start making a trailing drawdown. So
right.
if you make £1,000, you're now up to 101,000. It goes from 90 to 91,000.
So do you...
Two goes up to 92. It trails, but it stops trailing when it gets your starting balance. So it locks in there.
So do you want to essentially get that live account and then not really take any withdrawals until you hit the 15, 20 grand mark?
Yeah, so what I would do, I'd always at least leave a little buffer in the account. Now that buffer will always be yours unless you lose it. So anytime you think, actually, I don't want to trade this with this prop firm anymore, you just withdraw it out, done. And you go back to your starting balance. Easy as that. But it's good to leave a little buffer in there, 100%. Because you get to choose your overall drawdown. Once that stop loss, that overall drawdown stop loss, we can call it, is locked in at your starting balance, you now have the luxury of having whatever size overall drawdown you want. And we've seen traders absolutely thrive off this.
So this is what I'm saying. So essentially, in a tactic, you'd want to get to like 115, 120,000. So you've got 15, 20 grand in the bank.
Yeah, I would.
Then take 50% profits out.
Yeah.
Leave the other 50% in for another month.
Yeah,
build
definitely.
it up and then just keep taking 50% profits, building up a
and
buffer.
just keep withdrawing back down, to your buffer, whatever buffer size that you desired, which suits your trading. If you're a bit more aggressive, you're going to want a bigger buffer, right? But then, of course, with being a bit more aggressive, a bit more risk, you've got potential if you're a good trader to make a lot more profit. So it's all relative. And then eventually, if you don't want to trade the account anymore, you just withdraw it back down to your starting balance.
So with these other guys, so what you said there is that obviously they move their stop loss.
Yeah, it'll always stay 10% behind your highest watermark all the time.
So if you make, say, 20 grand 1 month,
yeah,
is the stop loss now at 110?
It's at 110, yeah.
So even if you withdraw 10,000...
Well, no, because what happens with them is you can withdraw the money and then they just reset it back 10%.
So from wherever you draw. So
yeah,
say you made 50.
It can get very confusing because most prop firms have different rules.
So let's say
this is where traders get caught out. So what I say to traders that ask me about different prop firms, I say the best thing you can do is go on their website and read the frequently asked questions because that's where all the details are all the time. Every prop firm has all their I'm not going to say hidden rules.
Yeah.
But the more detailed.
Well, I didn't know stuff like this.
Yeah.
So let's just say you make 10 grand in 1 month off a 100,000 account.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's say 80-20, so you take 8 grand.
Yeah.
Would you take the whole 8 grand and you're still got a 10% drawdown on that?
Yeah. So basically, with like FTMO, for example, it'll reset back.
Right.
So even if you withdraw, it goes back 10%. So you still got that 10% buffer. Right. The withdrawal won't counteract or be classed as drawdown. But with the golden suite, your trading drawdown stops at 100k.
So what if you make 50k then in the account? Can you still withdraw 50k?
You still withdraw 50k, yeah.
And then it just resets
but you just can't lose any more than the 10% in FTMO at any one time. So if you're
so if you get up to 150,000 and you're like a couple of days before payout
and you lose
10%,
yeah, you're out.
So you then go back down to 140,000, or sorry, shit maths there, but 135,000. Let's just say, because that would be 10% of the account. That's it. You're out.
Yeah, you're out the game. So
that's it. You lose that 50 grand you just made that month.
Well, you should still be able to get your withdrawal. Like even if you had a big buffer in it, you should still be able to get your withdrawal, even if you violate the account. That's what we do at the Golden Suite. I haven't checked FTMO's free class questions as of late. Rules change all the time, so you need to be checking in on those. But with the Golden Suite, you still get the withdrawal, even if you failed the account and you had profit in it. You will still get that withdrawal. So if you had 20k in the account, for example, let's say you hit the daily drawdown limit, right, 5%, that's it, you're out. We'd still give you the remaining profit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's only fair you've earned that.
Yeah.
It's only fair. Like we've tried to make ours as realistic as possible to if you was trading your personal account.
Yeah.
But there has to be some rules in place because we can't have people just blowing prop firm accounts, right? You can't have it. So there needs to be some rules in place just to keep the trader disciplined and make sure that people aren't rinsing the accounts.
Yeah.
When I say rinsing, I mean losing shitloads of money.
Just throwing them away.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because at the end of the day, there's no point having a prop firm. You haven't got good traders.
Yeah, that's it.
You have to have good traders. So yeah, my Forex Funds, a big lesson I think for a lot of prop firms. A lot of prop firms will, which I think is actually quite good for the industry, because what will happen now after the My Forex Funds collapse, if any prop firms behind the scenes were doing anything a little bit naughty, it's going to give them a kick up the arse. They're going to go through all of their systems they're using. They're going to make sure everything's fucking checked. I bet so many of them have had like legal teams and saying, right, what do we need to do here now? Quick. We don't want to get investigated next. We could be under investigation right now. My Forex Funds didn't know they were under investigation, did they? So I reckon this is a big shake up for the prop firm community. I think things will get better. I think a bit more tighter regulation will come in for prop firms. I don't know of what kind, because prop firms where you're trading demo account, like FTMO, you are still trading just demo with them, even when they say you are live. You're just playing a game. You're not trading any real money. So I don't understand what any kind of financial regulation would be required. Because they're basically saying, play this game in this fake environment. If you do well at playing this game in this fake environment, we'll pay you. Okay, cool. There's nothing financial happening, is there? Apart from they're rewarding you financially for how well you do at this game. If you're actually trading their live capital, it might be a bit different, and some sort of regulation most probably will come in eventually at some point. But to be honest, I think we've the very least got 3 years left of this funded prop game. So that means I'm seeing this as a timer for people to fucking get urgent, like get funds under management, get withdrawals, because this ain't going to last forever. Nothing good lasts forever. It happens in waves and cycles. So we need to milk the hell out of these prop firms the entire time they're there. Get the profit out of the prop firm account, get it into your personal account. I, for one, will never, ever be adhering to a scaling plan. All those people that were trying to go for the My Forex Funds scaling plan, I just lost thousands. A guy in the Golden Suite had $16,000 withdrawal waiting from My Forex Funds. Didn't get it. He's never going to get it, ever.
Jeez.
It's not going to happen.
Madness, mate.
Yep. So with prop firms, guys, you have to do your own due diligence. Don't let My Forex Funds put a bad taste in your mouth, because they're definitely an exception and not the rule. They had their own brokerage. They got greedy. The temptation was there. They manipulated their trading environment. Fucked up a lot of traders. And it's left a bad taste in a lot of traders' mouths, but it shouldn't do, because that doesn't speak for the industry. Most of the industry use third-party brokers, therefore they're not for My Forex Funds. Because you need to remember here, My Forex Funds have been penalised for not being a prop fund, for being a brokerage.
Yeah.
That's what they've been penalised for, manipulating the trading environment through their brokerage. They haven't been manipulated for, oh, you're a prop fund, what are you doing? No, they've been manipulated for the brokerage side of the business. Prop funds are going to be okay. They're not all going to start shutting down, but there is a timer. So make hay while the sun is shining.
Nice. Good episode, bro.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your knowledge.
In and out.